I'll be 50 next year, and I want to start sharing things that I wish somebody had told me when I was younger. I am a special needs mom. I have a 13-year-old son, and today we had 2 appointments at the hospital. That is not uncommon. For us, going to the hospital is like going to the dentist. Here's what I want to tell you. When you make the decision to have children, there is a chance that you might become a perpetual parent. Ignore me in the reflection, okay? What do I mean by perpetual parent? I saw a woman who is child-free by choice say that she did not have children. One of the reasons, not all of her reasons, was because she was afraid that if she had a child that had special needs, she would be a perpetual parent. I don't think that's the word to use, but that's the sentiment. And it hit me right there because she was describing my lived experience that she intentionally was trying to avoid. Now, granted, the reason I'm making this video is because even though I am the mom to a son with special needs who I love, okay? And we had an amazing time at the hospital today. And he was wearing a yellow shirt with a rainbow on it and peach pants that his grandmother bought him with like a little thing on the leg, and rainbow socks and pink sneakers with rainbow, and he got a rainbow wheelchair. There's a theme, okay? There's a theme. The man likes rainbows. Even though I have curated and created an experience that I would not trade the world for my son. I love him in a way that I didn't know that was possible. English, Rashni. Nobody told me that I could become a perpetual parent. And what I mean by that is, because I know somebody's like, well, everybody's got to be a perpetual parent. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about perpetually having to do a adult's care needs beyond age 18. Perpetually having to do care and medical needs and take care of a person who may never become independent. So I want to start making videos now that I'm like an auntie, okay? Now that I'm getting older, that 20-something-year-old, 14-year-old me would have really benefited from hearing this. And now I don't blame the women in my life for not telling me, because the women in my life only had 2 outcomes, right? They had healthy children, or they had like child loss. So in their mind, the only bad thing that could happen, and the only bad thing I was prepared for, was losing a pregnancy or losing a child. I don't know anyone who had a child that could potentially not become independent as an adult. So if you are watching this, and you are younger specifically, please know, not to scare you, but there is always a chance that you could become the caretaker of a person way beyond these socially normative times for things that you think you should not have to be doing, right? This person might not be capable of doing things, and they may never be able to become independent, or their independence or their basic care needs will cost you a lot of money financially. Yeah? Keep that in mind. Now, would that have changed my outcomes with respect to deciding to have a son, a child, a whoever? I don't know. Sitting here right now, I would say no, but it's hard to think that way because I love my kid, and he's like the best thing I've ever done, right? So it's hard to kind of really go into that imaginary space of like, what would I have done if I knew that? But just keep that in mind. It's just like an FYI. If you have any questions for somebody who's turning 50, a special needs mom, a certified life coach, leave them in the comments down below. Maybe I'll make a series. Whenever I think of stuff that I wish I had known, I'll hop on here and I'll tell you guys. Be well, be encouraged. Here's a pineapple. Keep healing. Stay safe out there. Bye.